As a Muslim, I used to think the disciples made it all up, that Christianity was some like post-Jesus remix, like Jesus died and they panicked and then somebody's like, let's keep this movement alive, boys. But here's the problem. Cowards don't die for lies. They weren't trained soldiers. They weren't political elites. They were fishermen, scared and scattered and hiding when Jesus was killed. And then something just flips. Like they come out preaching boldly and publicly with unstoppable faith and fire. And they didn't get rich. They got beaten and stoned and tortured and crucified. All for what? A lie they made up? No, I'm not buying that. People die for what they believe, not what they invented. So you don't fake a resurrection and then go to your grave refusing to recall it. All 12 of them willing to bleed out for it? No, somebody's cracking underneath that kind of pressure, but not one did. And why? Because they saw him alive. Not metaphorically, they literally saw Jesus alive. And as a Muslim, I was taught the disciples just went off course, that they weren't educated, that we couldn't trust them. But I never asked what actually explains this transformation. Because they didn't die for a system. They died because they saw a man walk out of his grave. And once you see that, you don't shut up. You don't go home and call it a day. You go all in. And now let me X-factor this by comparing it to Islam. Because Islam spreads through power, politics, war, and control. And Muhammad becomes a military leader, a head of state. He gained territory and wealth and status. There was so much to gain in his life. But the disciples, they gained nothing but blood and scars. No kingdoms, no thrones, no armies, just persecution and death sentences. And if not that, then prison. And Christianity wasn't created after Jesus. It exploded because of Jesus. Because dead men don't rise, and he did. And he proved everything he said, and they were never able to recover. And honestly, neither am I.